Welcome to Net Chemistry. Today I am going to tell about theories of complexes. In that, first one I am telling valence bond theory. This theory is having a background of magnetic measurements. If you know the magnetic properties of a complexes, then what you can predict the structure, hybridization and shape of the molecule, shape of that complexes. Okay, that is what this theory says. So what it is saying, if a hybridization, if you coming to that hybridization of the complexes, if it involves 4s 4p and 4d orbital and it has formed the hybridization sp3d2 hybridization. This is outer d orbital has used, so this complexes is outer orbital complexes. Instead of 4d, if it is using 3d, 4s and 4p, that is d2 sp3 hybridization. The same 6 orbitals only it is using, but this is inner d orbital and this is outer d orbital. So this is outer orbital complex and this is inner orbital complex. But both, if you see, 6 orbitals are used, so it will be octahedral in shape, octahedral structure. Same way, if it is sp3 hybridization, that complexes will be tetrahedral structure. This is the 4 orbital, and if it is dsp2, it will be square planar sp3 tetrahedral. This is what this theory. We will see some examples, then you will understand. First example I am taking K4 Fe Cn6 4 minus. Okay, then what will be the charge of K4? K4 will be plus 1, right? This complex part is 4 minus, means potassium is having positive 1 charge. So 4 potassium is there, so 4 minus charge will be there. Then what is the charge of Fe? Fe will be, Cn is having minus 1 charge, right? Cn is having minus 1 charge. So this will be minus 6. Then remaining 4 is there, right? So it will be, Fe will be plus 2, oxidation state. So what is the electronic configuration of Fe plus 2? If Fe is there, what is the electronic configuration? 3d6 4s2 is the electronic configuration of Fe. Then Fe plus 2 means 4s, 2 electron is gone, then it will be 3d6 4s0, right? This is the electronic configuration of Fe plus 2. I am writing the orbital distribution of electrons. First 3d 6 electrons are there, right? 3, 4, 5 and 6 electrons, and 4s is 0 electrons and 4p, right? This is the orbital distribution of Fe plus 2. 3d 6 electrons are there, and if you see the complex case, what it is, K4 Fe Cn6. If this complex, if you are seeing, what is the ligand he has attached to ion? Cn, cyanide ligand. Cyanide is a strong ligand. How you are predicting the strength of the ligand? Based on spectrochemical series. What is spectrochemical series? The series of ligands in which ligands have arranged in such a way that the splitting of d orbitals causes by the ligands is high. Some of the ligands, if you see the spectrochemical series, ligand order I am writing, carbon family will be the first, then nitrogen, then oxygen, then halogens. This is the way ligands have arranged. Okay, so cyanide is a stronger ligand. So what will happen if it is a strong ligand? It will cause the pairing of the electrons. So 3d6 will become, these 2 electrons will be paired. So 3d6 has become like this, and 4s and 4p. So what will be the hybridization of, since 6 ligands are there, 6 orbitals should be there. So d2 sp3. What is the hybridization? d2 sp3 hybridization. If there is any unpaired electrons are present, there is, since there is no unpaired electron, so the complex will be diamagnetic, right? And if there is no unpaired electron, so the complex will be ESR, inactive. And what will be the magnetic moment of this complex? Magnetic moment mu is equal to 0. Why? There is no unpaired electrons present, and hybridization is d2 sp3. This is an inner orbital complex, right? Inner orbital complex. And what will be the structure? Octahedral, right? Octahedral point group, OH point group it belongs to, and shape of the molecule will be octahedral. This many details you can predict about one complexes using valence bond theory. Okay. Next example I am taking NiCO4. Okay, NiCO4. What is the electronic configuration of nickel? Since CO is a neutral ligand, there is no charge for nickel. So electronic configuration of nickel is 3D8 4s2, right? So NiCO4 also, nickel is in the same configuration, 3D8 4s2. We will see the orbital distribution of electrons. 3D8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 4s2 electron, and 4p we will see 4p is 0, right? This is the orbital distribution of electrons in nickel. Okay, in nickel it is like this. If you take NiCO4, what will happen? CO is a strong ligand, so it will cause pairing of electrons. What happened? This 4s electron has come inside and has got a pairing. 3D10 electronic configuration become 3D10 and 4s 0 and 4p 0, right? This is the electronic configuration. So NiCO4, 4 ligands are there. You should record 4 orbitals forming the complex. So what is the hybridization? sp3 hybridization, right? This is the sp3 hybridization. If the hybridization is sp3, what is the shape of that complex? Tetrahedral, right? Tetrahedral in shape. And what about magnetism? All the paired electrons are there. Since there is no unpaired electrons, diamagnetic complex with magnetic moment is 0, diamagnetic. And if it is diamagnetic, this is ESR inactive, right? Hybridization is sp3, belongs to the point group TD. Okay, clear? Next is NiCl4-2. In NiCl4-2, Cl is not a neutral ligand, it is having negative charge. So 4 ligands are there, -2 is here. So +2 will be the nickel. Ni+2 is in the metal oxidation state. What is the electronic configuration? 3D8. 4s2 was the actual electronic configuration. Since 2 electrons have gone, this will be 3D8 4s0 is the electronic configuration. I am writing Ni+2 orbital distribution. So 3D8 4s0 4p0. This is the orbital distribution of Ni+2. If you see in the complex NiCl4-2, what will happen? Chlorine is a weak field ligand or strong field ligand. Halogen is coming the last, so it is a weak field ligand. What will happen? It will never cause any pairing and all. 3D8 will be 3D8 like this only. 4s0 and 4p0, right? Since 4 ligands are there, it record 4 orbital. So this orbitals it will be taking sp3 hybridization. If it is sp3 hybridization, what is the structure of the complex? Tetrahedral, right? Belongs to the point group TD. And what about magnetic moment? It is paramagnetic in nature. Why? Paramagnetic in nature, since there is 2 unpaired electrons, it is paramagnetic in nature. How to calculate mu effective? Magnetic momentum mu effective is equal to root of n into n+2, right? This is the way it has to calculate. So 2 unpaired electron, 2 plus 2 you have to calculate. Then what you are getting? Root 8. Root 8 will be 2.7 Bohr magneton. This much magnetic moment it is having. And what about ESR activity? It is ESR active. How come this is ESR active? There is 2 unpaired electrons, so it will be showing an ESR spectrum. This is about NiCl4-2. Next example I am taking NiCN4-2. Cn is a strong ligand or weak ligand? It is a strong ligand. Okay. So what is the first oxidation state? You have to find out. Nickel in +2 oxidation state. Cn is having negative charge. 4 negative charges are there, but 2 have neutralized. Only -2 is the charge. So nickel will be that 2 charges has come from nickel, right? So nickel +2. If it is nickel only, what is the electronic configuration? Since it is Ni2+, what is the electronic configuration? 3D8 4s0. So we will see how the electronic distribution in the orbital. So 3D8 4s 0 electrons and 4p is the outer orbital. So if you consider the case of NiCN4 minus 2, what will happen? Cn is a strong ligand, it will cause pairing of the electron. So it will become, right, this d orbital is free, and outside if you see 4s 0 is there and 4p 0 is there, right? So since there is 4 Cn ligands, it required 4 orbitals. From where it will be taking the orbital? Inner orbital, d orbital it will take. 4 orbitals is required. dsp2 hybridization it will undergo. dsp2, okay. dsp2 hybridization means what is the structure of the complex? Structure will be square planar. Shape of the complexes will be square planar and belongs to the point group D4H. You have seen tetrahedral complexes means sp3 hybridization. Both includes 4 orbital, but hybridization is different, okay. And what about the magnetic moment mu effective? Magnetic moment mu effective is equal to 0. Why? Since there is no unpaired electron, all paired electrons are there. The complex is diamagnetic in nature. And what about ESR active? It is ESR inactive, okay. Shape you can predict, point group you can predict, and hybridization and magnetic moment ESR activity, okay. NiH2O 6 times plus 2. What is the oxidation state of nickel? Nickel will be in the plus 2 oxidation state. Since water is a neutral ligand and a weak field ligand also. Nitrogen, then only oxygen family is coming, water is coming last, then halogens, chlorine, bromine, iodine. This is the spectrochemical series ligands arrangement. You have to study that also. Since water is a weak field ligand and neutral ligand, nickel is in plus 2 oxidation state. What is the electronic configuration? Nickel plus 2 means 3d8 4s0, right? So what is the electronic distribution in orbital? 3d8 4s0 and 4p0 is the electronic distribution, right? If you see the case of NiH2O 6 times plus 2, since the water is a weak field ligand, it will not cause any pairing. So then what will happen? 4p0 and 4d will be there out. What will happen? Since there is 6 ligands are there, it required 6 orbitals to combine to form the complex. So what will happen? It will take the 6 outer orbitals. So sp3 D2 it will take. sp3 D2 hybridization. If it is an sp3 D2 hybridization, it is a what? It is outer orbital complex. It is an outer orbital complex. And what will be the shape of the complex? It will be octahedral shape and belongs to the point group OH. And what about the magnetism? It is having a mu effective value root of n into n plus 2 you have to calculate. Since there is 2 electrons are there, 2 into 4, it will be 2.7 Bohr magneton, right? This is the magnetic moment. Since there is 2 unpaired electron and paramagnetic in nature. And the next one is, it is ESR active. So this is an outer orbital complex. Clear? This is the way you have to find out the hybridization based on the ligands. You have to, if it is a neutral ligand, negatively charged ligand, all those things you have to find out. You have to write the electronic configuration correct. Then if it is a strong ligand, it will cause pairing. If it is a weak ligand, it will not cause pairing. Based on that, you have to predict remaining the properties. Okay. If you are seeing the nickel family, whatever the nickel, palladium and platinum, okay. If you have seen, if nickel with strong ligands, if it is NiCN4 minus 2, this is a strong ligand. It has formed what complexes? Square planar complex you have seen, right? But if it is NiCl4 minus 2, if it is a weak ligand, it has formed tetrahedral complex, right? That is the way nickel was behaving. But if you see palladium plus 2 and platinum plus 2, this two metal, palladium and platinum plus 2 oxidation state, whatever the ligand, if it is a strong ligand, if it is a weak ligand, both will always form square planar complexes only. If it is PtCN4 minus 2, it will form square planar. The same way if it is PtCl4 minus 2, if it is a chlorine also, the complexes forming will be square planar, and this belongs to the point group D4H. It will never form tetrahedral complexes. Okay, platinum 2 plus and palladium 2 plus. Okay, the same way cobalt plus 1 oxidation state, cobalt, rhodium and iridium. This plus 1 oxidation state, it will always form square planar complexes. See here I have written some of the complexes. You have to tell me what is the hybridization and what is the shape of this complexes. First one I have written NiBr4 minus 2. Nickel will be in the plus 2 oxidation state, you have seen. Since bromine is a weak field ligand, it will not cause pairing, so the complex will be tetrahedral complex and belongs to the point group tetrahedral, and the hybridization will be sp3 hybridization. The same way if you see NiCl4 minus 2, already we have done. The complex will be tetrahedral shape and hybridization will be sp3. NiCO4, CO is a strong ligand, but it is a neutral ligand, and here nickel is not having the charge, so outer orbital only it is taking. It will be sp3 hybridization only, belongs to the point group TD, right? sp3 hybridization. So PtCl4 minus 2, whatever the ligand will be, this will form only square planar complex, right? And what is the hybridization? DsP2 hybridization, right? It will be DsP2 hybridization. What is the point group it is belonging to? Since it is square planar, it is belonging to the point group D4H. PdCl4 minus 2, the same way square planar complex only, DsP2 hybridization only, and belongs to the point group D4H. NiCN4 minus 2. NiCN4 minus 2 also will form square planar complex, right? It is a strong ligand and it is negative charge will be there. Ni will be plus 2 oxidation state. It will cause pairing, so it will be forming the square planar complexes. Hybridization will be DsP2 hybridization, belongs to the point group D4H. So this is a very important topic. You will be having a compulsory question from this portion. So hope you understand well. To be continued. Thank you for watching.